Thank you for watching Lira Scoop. We are glad you are here.
Ana bedi mat Sarah Awor Angweri. Achungo tich me Lira City na daho. Atida achung me wari parliament. Ma para yo. Ite party me National Resistance Movement. Ami to me you Tamai they just concluded election. Me NRM me village. Ginambi to teder me nyana yeni. Yera me village pe determining nga bera me parliament. Mana mashel. I can aramo ye me join the structure nyo paramo join structure. But for aramo chung me better even the president of Uganda or a member of parliament. Even when I'm not in the structure. So pijo ametia aredo alelo akonia jopo bola work with structure. Amiti bed very clear ni obol kwira me kirombe na were bribed. Mona Michelle. Ame minister me health. Ame want to chungede NRM primary. Mobilizing hooligans. They mobilizing utedero, uteme yigichene. And putting America constituency now. The America constituency a joke and no tia challenging and dang. I don't know to chungede chairperson me NRM for Lira City. And a war polling session ni koma. And then RSC one, and then security amount upong pick up. Even the DPC himself was there. Just a village election. And then I saw all the security personnel around. Why? Oteta mani mero woru chako tedero bin woi wingo ngata ente chunkede menguti public dana chapetwero, which is not true. So you can't giving up. Jala because the peonu me to gina bell thuralano. Et hana bero ngata me pair giving up. I knew ni my voters were bribed. Angeo kwani jo what even I saw Mugisha over na ya dola recha kwani people unu kwa kwir. Pango ngaya no ta ko no bera ko. So otadero tabola tadero wadigi kire kwir. Bara me tadero ngeni achala war anena na pogi tadero. You cannot walk to a level of a village while I've been serving this city. Dan jamana team is city ni duong. So pijate kumi po bala queer no pa determining chunguna NRM primaries because primaries wati chahari bema bishel showing interest. Members of parliament. And I am very ready working on myself. Mene wene aberonga ready me kwa form me chunga beronga. Member me parliament. Man ginamira tedero nge dang unu tedero nyo joma jona me villager pay time bolu kuirusha a discouraging am nyo humiliating am village me we ko dana ti competent no po bero pe hana bero pe hata der because woni bolu no kuir pieni maro no ko karachel itimu jamu kene karachel but tenu woni ngato kene ni petwero petimo ko jamu no keru. So that is your level of reasoning. Mera ti ukaroko. And we're going to serve this country diligently. And I'm participating in my village. And I am happy at the Moro Mahachala town is going to share the video to humiliate me. And in other words, video share the hunger or Kanyukora. Because should my name disappear from the NRM main register, which is there, and even yesterday I got a register na chimte koni and I do register na with my name. Kope barazi amajoti interpreting wrongly ni bermengola nyijoni. If they cross my name from NRM register, I will sue the entire NRM fraternity, including Tango Doi, who is the chairman, Electoral Commission for NRM. And nobody's leaving NRM because why are they pushing people out if they're doing the right thing in the party? So it seems they are also scared of people with a clear head, like some of us. For me, I want to promise NRM, whether you cancel my name, whether you do what, I will still be in a race. And whoever is scared of competition should get out. If the opponent, especially the minister, if she's scared, she can get back to the hospital. We know she's a qualified doctor. What is happening to her what has happened to her profession? She can get back to the hospital and work for money. And she will not use preventive measures to stop us. Mechung. Those things of prevention is better than care. Only works in the is a medical term. It cannot be used in leadership. So she should take note. We are here to compete. We have competent women who can even do better than her. At least for her, she's only trying to manipulate around the areas of health. But we need people who can reason beyond health. What about the roads in Lao, which is just 3%? What about agriculture, which is dying? Does it mean Langis are all sick, that we need to, ring fence some position for our people? Or we are the best doctors on there? We have doctors all over Uganda. So, for me, I am in the race. And I want to assure the people of Lira City, I am not leaving anytime soon. I'm still around. And I will remain.
Yes, maybe talking about the election under the local council structure, does this demoralize you in a way, or how welcome was the result?
No, I did not welcome the result, first of all, because the voters were bribed. Number two, the results to me, it is useless, it's null and void, because the people who voted were actually gathered from the society. Others didn't have their names in the register. And then there are people who are picked from the street to go and make noise and humiliate. Honestly, if NRM was really a true party, how can you mobilize people to make noise on somebody who has been your treasurer for 10 years? So it means you have been working with the wrong person. And Zaitun from nowhere gets up and crosses his name. And there are people who contested in a different village. Their names are not appearing in the register for that village, but they just bring them to come and contest. So the result for Lira City is useless, is null and void. And by the way, I want to caution Tang Odoi, if you receive the result, it will be a baseless result, and it will not yield any fruits for NRM.
Wow. Now, what would be your message to our voters outside there? Because we understand more is yet to come, like the NRM primaries and the general election. What would be your message to the voters outside there and the NRM secretariat?
No, I want to send my appeal to the secretariat and the office of the Electoral Commission. That is Dr. Tang Odoi. The results for Lira City will not help you because those are masqueraders. So if you continue like that, then you have the worst, NRM structure. It will not help and will not mobilize anybody for NRM, and most people will run away because the kind of heart they have shown during the village election was dangerous. How expect a youth to join a political party who is sending out their very own and actually crossing their name, embarrassing them in public? You expect a youth to enter? For me, I will stand up and tell the youth, please don't enter into the lion's den because you'll be swallowed. You'll be eaten up alive. At least I'll rather tell them to join another political party where they're safe in and their efforts will be considered. But this one, you work for 10 years, they just come and, remove your name as if you're a fool. So we shall also challenge NRM to pay us because you cannot waste our time and then you cross our names. We could have done a lot in other political parties. So what is this kind of all this nonsense? So if they are pushing us to other political parties, we shall form an independent body that will run along, and we shall tell now all the nonsense that is happening within the political parties. And they should not be party to such. If somebody can be a member of the political and is dropped like a toilet paper, you think they can be happy?
For how long have you been in the NRM?
I contested in the 2021 election. That gives you I joined before that. I think it was around 2005, when I was still even a very young lady. So they have wasted our time.
Okay, yes. You talk about bribery. What would be your message to the voters?
No, if you're a strong, why should you be bribed first of all? I'm telling you, giving you 1,000, 10,000, 2,000 is actually, they're trying to confuse you so that you don't think. It so happened in my village that people were bribed and they voted for somebody who cannot move even an inch from the village where she is. So this is a method, this is like suppressing the 1 inch. They should remain at their level. You remain there whether you're eating or not. For us, we are there. So the voters, they should open up because this is time for change. If you think 1,000, 2,000 will help you, then you remain at that is your standard. They are trying to say you're a fool. Because if somebody has agenda, he has issues, he has, the manifesto which will be for the 1 inch, why should you give them money? Money for what? So I would ask them to receive the money, of course, because they have stolen money, and then don't vote them. Don't vote for them. For what? Even in the general election, the same message should be preached. Because we are having useless members of parliament, they cannot articulate issues. Even when they are given documents, they cannot read because you voted for money. So for me, I am not okay with receiving. They can receive because those are stolen money and free money.
Maybe lastly from me, what do you make out of the elections where people line up behind?
That is a very primitive method of doing things. Because, you see, it is not very free. There are some people who will even fear to stand behind somebody. I think they need to modernize it a bit. I don't even want to know who has voted for me or who has not voted for me. Like as I speak, I saw my chairman, LC1, voting for that man. I saw the wife. I saw everybody. Now I have them. Even the picture is there. So it shows how, it can even cause a lot of problem in the society. So I don't buy the idea of lining up. They should style up because we are not in these olden ways of doing things. For me, I used to line for food in my dining hall at school when I'm in secondary school. I'm not lining up again when I'm voting, making a decision. By the way, election is not a very small thing. And I think members of the NRM, they don't take it seriously. Because now you want to cause havoc in the society. So now we'll begin to hate each other. Because you did not vote for me, you are not my friend. Yeah? So it is a primitive method of doing things. I want to send a very strong message to our party chair, Electoral Commission, Dr. Tanga Godoy. Please, take charge of the election. It seems you are not in charge of the election. And then to give out all the guidelines, what is required, what is needed, because people are doing anything during election. They even don't know what to do, including the registrars. They are being compromised. They are even not following any rules. There is nothing. They are doing their own things. So, Tanga, take note. Otherwise, one day you also try, we need you to try also to contest. Because it is actually very difficult to contest in any election. So if you mess us up, we're going to mess up everything.
Thank you for watching Lira Scoop. We are glad you are here.